Well, welcome back to this final section of 101 Critical Days of Safety. When I say final section, the final section of this particular presentation, and then I'll have another one for you. And um, yeah, hopefully then you'll be full of safety knowledge and ready to go. So, without further ado, let's talk about home safety because yeah, this is an important one. This is where really a lot of accidents happen. Uh, they happen at home because we're not thinking, we don't have the right tools, we don't have all the right equipment, we don't have extra helpers that we would normally have, say, at a mission base, okay, or on the flight line. And so, extra safety issues kind of happen. So, let's finish this up. So, a lot of people, 107,000 people died at home doing normal home things in 2024. And what are those things? What makes it so dangerous? So, a lot of things happen that we don't think in a safety mindset. So, stairs, right? You got your hand full of stuff, right? You got this great plan that you're going to move all the stuff from the attic all the way to the basement, or all the stuff from the basement to the attic. And so you got your hands full and you're going down a set of stairs and you don't negotiate the stairs well. Okay. And you fall down the stairs, right? Slippery surfaces that we don't take the time to clean things up, right? Falling in a bathtub, falling, on a floor, in your garage, some oil spill, and you didn't clean it up right away. And a couple days later, suddenly you're out there, parcel of stuff in your hands, and you slip. Okay. Distractions in the walkways. My my wife, I had to tell her that she would put stuff on the stairway with the intention that somebody would take it up the stairs. If you didn't know it was there was a potential tripping hazard. So, you know, we've had conversations about this. I file cabinets at work, right? They open the drawer, they don't close them. A lot of different safety issues dealing with filing cabinets, right? If you're not expecting a drawer to be open, it becomes a tripping hazard. Ladders. We have all these home projects, right? We pull out a ladder, we put it in there, we don't set it up properly. We don't make sure it's, got a certain ratio from the wall to the ground, uh, making sure that, we got too many things that we're trying to carry up the ladder. It's just ladders are issue. There's a guy uh, where I work the first year I was here during the summer. He was doing some work on his house. He fell and impaled himself on a wrought iron fence and passed away. Um, he was just doing a home project. These things happen. Okay. Oh, this is fun. Going out and grilling, not putting the grill in a safe place, not making sure the grill is clean, going in and saying, hey, this will be fun. We can use charcoal cider, and spray it on the flames to do that. Or using something a little more dangerous like gasoline. Um, safety issues with grilling. If you are, and this usually comes up in Thanksgiving when we want to deep fry a turkey, putting a frozen turkey into a deep fryer is not a good thing. The other thing is pets and children running around a grill, opportunity to get it knocked over. Okay. And then having combustible material around you. So this is why at home it's safety. Open fires. Um, Drought season, not a good time for open fires, right? Could cause a bigger fire, but not making sure that your fire space is safe and well constructed and making sure that there's other things. Not having fire extinguishers available, not making sure it's put out. Fires are happening everywhere. Florida. I never thought you would have a forest fire in Florida, but they're having forest fires because they have drought. It's absolutely crazy, but they're fun, right? Once again, safety issue. Gardening. 400,000 people have a safety issue related to gardening, right? Not properly placing your tools where somebody can trip over them or they can suddenly spring up and hit you. So making sure that you're storing things away. Not using power tools correctly, not having safety equipment and gear and doing things at the wrong angles. That's always a factor. Okay? Poisonous plants, right? Making sure that you have, the right sleeves, the right gloves, eye protection. These are all important. And then all those chemicals, right? We talked about that. So lawn mowing with flip flops is not a good idea. Okay, that's just me. Okay. Um, you know, your body will tell you, right, if you are doing it kind of incorrectly, right? So make sure that you're changing positions, right? We at the wing we just had a nice video talking about ticks and prevention for ticks, applying repellents and things like that. Okay. Oh, and then down here we talked about sun and hydrate, which we had talked about in a previous video. So all these things come back. There's layers of all this. Bladed tools, making sure your blades are sharp, right? Dull blades will cause more issues, right? The chance of injury increases if your tools are not sharp. Using the right tools for the job is important. Making sure that you are cutting away from you when you're using sharp tools. All these things come into play. Just extra focus, right? Making sure you're doing it the way the manufacturer says to do it. Make sure that you're putting the safety guards back on place. Um, that all the safety guards are in place when you're doing this. Making sure that you don't have anything loose that can get caught into any moving parts. Okay, and making sure that you do not operate when you are not physically capable, mentally capable of doing that. So, this is the Air Force's safety reporting reminder. I'm just going to tell you that if there's a safety issue on CAP time, make sure that you let your commander know, your safety officers. They will in turn pass it up the chain. We need to make sure that we are reporting safety issues in the CAPSIS, CAP Safety Information System. So that is important stuff to be doing. So that was That's a lot of safety stuff. Really important time. Really important time. So this period of time, I should have had this video out sooner. I appreciate General A reminding us, to take this extra moment to think about safety. So please do have the conversation at your squadron level, at your organization level, uh, but always think safety. Safety first. Okay. All right. So I have another one that I'm working on, and I will have it out to you. So be prepared for that.